All right. So everybody, welcome to Cheryl's Bingo Party. We are going to have tons of fun tonight, learning ways that we can make our homes safer, cleaner, do it easier, save ourselves time, and save ourselves money. All right. That is the goal tonight. If you have questions as I'm going through stuff, raise your hand, interrupt me. Okay, this is not just me talk. This is you guys be part of the party here, okay? And we are going to start off everybody with a bingo card. So if you printed it off, fantastic. If not, just draw yourself a 4x4 grid. We're going to fill these bingo cards out together. I'm going to show you the cards. I do not want you to write them in order, okay? Pick a different spot for all the different places. At the end, I've got everything in my bingo bag and we will draw for a bingo winner, okay? But we're going to kick it off with a drawing right off the bat for everybody who is on live on time. Said we would do that. Stephanie, you are our winner. Congratulations. You have my text message
Thank
number.
you.
If you will shoot me a text message with your address, I will send you a prize. All right.
Perfect.
Okay, so our first one is going to be the power of science. So just write science on your thing. That's fine. So everybody write down science, and I'm going to show you my favorite science experiment. Oh, guys, I have a really dry Enviro cloth. Can I have 10 seconds to go get it wet? Because it's not going to clean so well if it's dry. Just a second. Sorry about that. I got distracted and didn't get it wet. All right, so I want to see you guys.
Bethany is trying to log on, but it's saying it's the wrong passcode.
Tell her it's party with a capital P.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Mom, if it still isn't working, because one of the links I had didn't work,
Ooh.
but then when I got on the Facebook group message, then that link worked. So if
Okay.
anyone's having a hard time, maybe resend the link that's on the Facebook messenger.
That is good to know. I am sorry if I sent the wrong link. I changed the password. It shouldn't have changed the link. But maybe
So I touched the first link and it wouldn't work. Then I had to go to the second one in the text you sent me that's like a Zoom link and go right to that and then type in my party code and my password.
Weird. I'm sorry, guys. That's really frustrating. That link should have just worked. The Facebook link, the one that I put in Messenger, I did just like, I actually copied that from in the Zoom. I was like in the Zoom and I did it. So hopefully that one will work for her.
Yeah, that's
The one that
Getting this
you
from
sent,
the most
Elsie.
recent.
the one that mom sent me over text message, like just like she sent me to me personally, clicked, and that one worked for me.
Okay,
That's the one I used too, Rachel.
let me.
Hi, Robert.
Hi.
All right, you got in, Robert. That's good.
You get 3 of my kids to me on camera now.
That's fantastic.
You can
How are
introduce
you?
yourself.
Hi, I'm Robert.
Hi,
Cheryl's
Robert.
fiance.
Hey, Robert.
Hey.
Hello.
Drew, you get a bonus. Drew came to say hi.
Hey, Robert.
Cool.
Hey,
Nice to
Drew.
meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you very much. Nice to meet you too. Sorry I'm late. I had a hard time getting on here.
Well,
Yeah,
we're all having a hard time.
seems to be the theme of the day. Hang on, let me grab
Yep.
the link from my other computer and I'll send it out to them. A sec.
So you have my daughter Stephanie and Rachel and Tasha all on.
Wow. Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you. So where are you from again?
Me, I live in Minnesota, Duluth, Minnesota.
Oh, that's awesome. You're a little ways from home, aren't you?
Yes, quite a ways. Yeah. Our original plan was to move to Maine though, so
Oh, wow.
we decided to only go halfway.
Well, that's a good thing, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it
What's the
worked out
weather
well 'cause
like there right now?
It's nice and cold. It's like -4 right now, I think. That's
Oh
what it
my
was on the
word.
way home.
I was complaining
Yeah.
about our weather. We're in the 20s right now and I'm complaining.
Nah, it's okay. We all get used to where we live.
That's for sure.
But
Yep.
yeah. Yeah.
Steph,
Not so
there's
bad
supposed to
living
be a
this far out
record.
though.
There's supposed to be a
Ooh,
record cold tomorrow for like the
perfect.
coldest in I don't remember how many years it was.
For the like December 4th
Yeah, for the
specifically.
specific date.
So Jen,
That's
Bethany was the other one trying to get in, and she got in now.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I just saw her message.
Okay.
That get me out. There we go. At first I thought it was me because I've been having tech issues all day because Teams was acting up. So
No, I think we all had a hard time getting in.
Yeah, so I'm really sorry about that, guys. I thought I could change the password, and because I had somebody else use my Zoom link, and so I wanted to change my password, and apparently it messed up the link. So I'm really sorry about that. Didn't even think that would be an issue, but apparently it was, because that's the only thing that's changed. I've been using the same Zoom link and password for a million years, but I changed it and now it doesn't want to work. So I'm sorry about that. All right, we were talking about this cloth. Okay, this is the Enviro cloth. This is the literally everything cloth. You get it wet. This will remove 99% of bacteria with just water alone. There's some things that make this cloth really special because I'm sure that all of you have grabbed a microfiber cloth before, right? You've picked one up and you went, ew, crap, gross, it sticks to my skin. How many of you did that when you grabbed a microfiber cloth first time? Me too. I hate them. To be a microfiber, you have to be the threads has to be 1/6 the diameter of a human hair. That's the industry standard. Norwex microfiber is 1/200th the diameter of a human hair. It's super, super, super fine. Because it is so fine, you don't get that super stick to your skin feeling, which is really nice. It's very dense. The second thing that make this fiber really so amazing, and this is the science behind it, is the way that it's woven. So your paper towels, your disinfecting wipes, your kitchen cloths, they're all woven in the shape of a circle. Fiber is naturally woven in the shape of a circle, okay? Have you ever tried to grab something with a circle? It is not going to do it, right? You can slime it all over the place, but you can't grab it. So Norwex is actually woven in the shape of a star. So you have this super, super fine fiber that has fingers. So as you're moving it across your surface, you have these millions of fingers that are grabbing and holding on to things, whether you can see them or feel them or not. It's going to grab and hold on to it. And it doesn't want to let it go until you take it over to your sink, run it under some hot water, and wash it away. The third thing that makes this cloth so special is what we call backlock. Backlock is microsilver. Are you guys familiar with microsilver at all? No? Okay. So
No.
microsilver has been a long time used in the healthcare industry. There's microsilver sprays. We use silver, colloidal silver, you know, when the kids get pink eye. It's the goop they put on newborn babies' eyes in the hospital. They rub it on burn victims. It's a natural antimicrobial, antibacterial agent. It is infused, it is embedded in the fibers of this cloth. You can't wash it out. It's not something that's a coating, it's like in the fibers. And what it does for your cloth is you use your cloth, you're going to rinse it out really good, you're going to hang it to dry. As this cloth dries, that microsilver goes to work purifying this cloth, literally ridding it of the mold, mildew, nasty, gross stuff that makes your cloths get musty and smelly. Right? You guys ever cleaned the counters at breakfast and by lunch your cloth reeks and you have to get a new one? And you're like, okay, now I've got to go through at least 3 towels in my kitchen every single day because every time I go to use it, I got to get a new one. It's not going to happen with this cloth because that microsilver purifies this cloth. So I literally wash my Norwex once a week. So all our bath towels, our kitchen towels, counter cloths, hand towels, all the things. They go a week, sometimes 2 if I'm getting lazy, and they never smell. Okay, they're not smelly and gross, and I can just keep on using them over and over and over again. Saves a ton of laundry, guys. I used to have to do a load of towels every single day. Cheryl knows this. With 7 kids or 8 kids, you're doing a load of towels every single day. Now I do 1 load of towels every single week. It's fantastic, right? So, yeah, go ahead. Oh, I thought you were raising your hand, Robert.
Sorry about that. Sorry.
Oh, you're all good. I was like, what? You can say. You can say it.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay,
can.
so when I get kids in the car, I can't find my mute button on this.
Are you on your phone?
Yeah.
So if you just hit your screen, it should pop up on the bottom.
Well, that's what it usually does, but I'm not finding it. All I'm getting is a background.
You can try swiping to the side. It'll automatically go into car mode when you start driving, and it will like shut you off.
Do you have a button that has 3 little dots in it?
Down at the bottom, mine shows it.
Now I've lost you all together. I can't even find you again.
Yeah, we can see and hear you.
Yeah, click on your screen.
Now you're muted.
But I see no video at all that way.
When you're muted?
So now I'm unmuted or muted and I can't find all of you guys again. I'll just at least do this so I can get off, but not interrupt the rest.
Okay. All right.
Thank you. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. And Kayleen, is that how you say it? We just barely started. So if you have got a piece of paper with a 4x4 grid on it, then your first thing you're going to write down is science. We're having a science lesson. All right. So I have told you how cool this cloth is. I want to literally show you guys. So I have got these protein test swabs. I get these from a health inspection company. This is what health inspectors use when they go in to test restaurants for cleanliness. This tests down to the protein level, okay? So I want to show you how this works on a clean surface. If it's green, it's clean. If it's purple, that stands for proteins, all right? So check out our little cutting board is green, it's clean. That's what we want to see, right? Pretty awesome. Now, I have got some raw chicken here. Should be totally coated with proteins. Oh, okay, you guys. Seriously, my job is cool, except for I play with raw chicken, and that's just not cool. Gross. I'm like covered in chicken goobers. Ugh. All right, now I'm going to take the same green one and show you what happens in the presence of proteins, okay? So when there's proteins present, this is going to turn purple. All right. Now, we are going to take our EnviroCloth. This is just wet with water, and I just rubbed chicken goobers all over it. And we're going to clean our cutting board. So if I was cleaning my counter, that's probably the best you're going to get out of me. It's clean. Noob test swab.
Jen, when you made the new link, did you do a new password?
The password is party with a capital P.
Okay, so you have a couple more trying to get in. I'll try to take care of that.
Okay. And I put it in, maybe it's a different password. It shouldn't be a different password.
Oh, that's why it wouldn't work. I was putting in bingo.
Yeah,
I sent you guys bingo. Oh, crap.
Yeah. I was
yes.
thought I missed the first drawing, but I'm going to be honest. I was going to be a minute late anyway, so I was just going to see if I could milk it.
We did wait a couple of minutes, but it's all good. Don't worry. I got more prizes. Don't worry. We're good. We're good. All right. So you can see that this one is green, guys. And we just cleaned that off with just a cloth and water. It's totally green. Now, just to show you that this is not a trick swab. They don't all start green. If it's purple, if it's proteins on it, they're going to be purple. But I'm going to show you that it's not a trick swab. I can make it change colors. There we go. It'll turn purple. Okay. Literally, I'm like covered in chicken goobers, guys. That's so gross. I'm actually so confident that this cutting board is clean. I'm just going to wipe off that test swab that I'm willing to do this. And you can like see my tongue marks that just licked that cutting board that just had raw chicken on it 30 seconds ago when I cleaned off with just water. Okay. You don't have to use those disinfecting wipes. Have you read the back of those things? How many of you guys use disinfecting wipes?
Yeah.
Okay. I know that, and you know what kills me is that they ask for these at the schools every year. Like, bring us 30 things of disinfecting wipes, and then they're having the kids with their bare hands wipe these things on their desks. And unfortunately, it's just slime stuff. It doesn't really pick it up. But the biggest thing on here is that it's hazardous to humans and domesticated animals. You're supposed to keep the surface, with these ones, you have to keep the surface visibly wet for 4 minutes for it to do its job. And then you're supposed to wipe it with just water to get it clean again. Or You can grab an EnviroCloth, get it wet, wipe the surface. It's going to pick up all of the things and it's done. It's healthy, it's safe. Nobody's going to get poisoned. Nobody's going to suck in all kinds of nasty things through their hands using those disinfecting wipes. It's just so much faster and easier. Plus, you can throw the washing machine. You don't have to have boxes and, I mean, these take up a lot of space, right? That's a lot of space. One little cloth, 80 different cleaners under your sink and in your laundry room can be replaced with this cloth alone. 80 different things can be replaced. So if you're on a storage issue, like my house is small, I got a little apartment, you know, I got like my kid on a mission, very small living quarters. I got another kid in college in a dorm. All they need is this, and they can get all the things clean. It's pretty awesome. All right. That was fun. That was some science. Let's do our next thing. Okay, so make sure you have science written down on your bingo card.
Okay.
Our next one is going to be windows. Okay, windows is the eyes are the window to the soul. The windows are the window to your house, so you look like you live in a fishbowl, right? You want your fishbowl to be clean, right? We don't want to look out the windows and we're like, oh, gross. Looks like our neighbors have dirty laundry. It's not true. It's just the windows are dirty. So instead of grabbing a roll of paper towels like we used to do the sliding glass doors, right? And I'd have my kids help me. They'd spray the glass spray. They were all excited because it would foam up on the windows. And then literally a whole roll of paper towels later that are scattered all over the floor. I have streaky windows covered with paper towel fluff and no paper towels left to actually clean the windows. Don't have to worry about that anymore. So to do your windows, your chrome, your stainless steel, you grab your EnviroCloth, you get it wet. So this is butter, guys. Check that out. It just grabs all the butter, all the grease, all the grime, all the dirt. It's going to take it right off. And then you use its best friend. The best friend to the EnviroCloth is the window cloth. So this one you use dry. This is like your polishing cloth. And this is going to give you a streak-free shine on all of the surfaces. So your countertops, your mirrors, your windows, the chrome, the stainless steel, all the things. You're going to have perfectly clean, spot-free, glass shower doors, you name it. Just 2 cloths and water, right? So these two you can get as a basic package. Norwex has lots of packages to save you some money and lots of fun different colors. We even have Christmas colors. I know people are like, well, I only bring out my Christmas cloths at Christmas. And I'm like, I'm using the spring cloth because that's what I grabbed today. But some people really are like into the theme. I'm not a cool theme person, I don't think. All right. So that was windows. So you got that on your thing. All right. Our next one we're going to talk about is cleaning paste. Now, I got to share this one because it's like my favorite thing because my kids went through a serious art phase where they drew all over my walls with Sharpies and with crayons and with highlighters. And they just had a whole heck of a lot of fun using my house as a mural. It was not so much fun for me. But when cleaning paste was introduced into my life, so I have been a Norwex consultant for 5.5 years. So my oldest is 22, my youngest is turning 10. So he was the most instigator of the drawing on the walls when I was introduced to Norwex. This stuff became my fast favorite. So it's called a paste, but it is a dry chalk that makes it last forever, right? Because it just stays in here. It's totally dry. It's activated when you take your wet EnviroCloth and rub it on here. And then you're going to use this to clean your surface. So this is going to be able to tackle the kids' drawings on the wall. I use it on my baseboards all the time to get those vacuum marks where they turn black. I use it around the door handles. You know how your door like gets the black marks from everybody's hands? It just makes it look like you've almost repainted it. So easy. Now you can also use the cleaning paste to tackle the burnt on crud on your stove inside your oven. I use it for hard water in my shower. I use it to clean my chrome. You can kind of use it everywhere. So the only thing that you don't want to use cleaning paste on, brushed stainless steel. Again, one of those things that if you look at it sideways, it gets a scratch on it, right? I don't know why they invented that, honestly. It's kind of bad. Uh, and natural stone, you want to test it out first on natural stone, but I've used it on my granite without any problems. But cleaning paste is like elbow grease in a jar. So sometimes water in a cloth is just not enough. You need a little extra oomph, and that's the cleaning paste. But check that out. That was Sharpie, crayon, highlighter. It's all gone. All right. So everybody wrote down cleaning paste, right? All right. Our next one is dust. I had a couple of you say, I got to have help with dust. Like, I get it. Dust is real. It is a battle for all of us. Oh, I just wiped my wet towel on there. All right. Let's see here. Get that dry. Give you some dust. You see my dust? Okay.
Powder.
It is powder. This is how we simulate dust in my world. So, how many times you guys dust and you like wipe off the table, you wipe off the piano, and you watch the dust float into the air, or you watch it float down to the carpet, right? You're like, I was trying to clean you and now you're just in a new place. We don't want that. A lot of, well, the Swiffers, the things that, they're supposed to grab the dust, they don't really grab the dust. Again, round shape, can't grab with round, really struggles to grab it. So Norwex has this fantastic dusting mitt. Look at how plush that is, right? Same star-shaped weave in these fibers. So you give this thing a static charge, give it a little rub, and you can grab all of the dust and it's going to stick right in there. You can take it outside. I take this outside. I beat it on the side of my house. I will also take my rubber brush. I like to actually take the dust outside. So when I dust my house, I will take this outside. I can clean it with my rubber brush outside and rub it into the garbage can, or literally I beat it on the side of the house. And then I don't have to throw it in the washing machine. I can just keep on dusting. It's just going to keep grabbing all the things, right? This actually removes the dust from your home. So if you're doing this and you're taking the dust out, you will notice that you have to dust less because you're not just plopping it down on the floor and then somebody walks by and it poofs it into the air. You're getting rid of that cycle of the dust just moving around, right? By actually physically removing it from your home. So if you've got somebody in your house that suffers from allergies or asthma flare-ups, dust is the #1 cause of year-long allergies and asthma. Is dust. So actually physically removing that from your home is going to make a huge difference for you. Now, the dust mitt has also got a lot of extra fun features too. You can get it wet and you can clean your window screens like magic. Cleaned your window screens. So awesome. So you tackle the windows with your window cloth and your Enviro cloth. Get the dust mitt wet. It's going to clean the screens. Life is good. Now, what if you've got ceiling fans? Right? You got those blades, they're up high. So this is the Enviro wand. I love that I can bend and flex this and make it fit. This has got long Chanel little handles. You do the same thing, rub it. It's going to grab all the dust. It's going to hold on to the dust. It's got the dust mitt on the other side, so you can do the bottom of the blade as well. Like I said, you can bend and flex this, and then it's got a little hidden tool in the handle, so you can do your keyboards, in the windowsills, all those little nooks and crannies that you can't reach. And then this handle, this is our multi-use handle, right? And all of our attachments have the same base and they all hook to the mop handle. And our mop handle is a telescoping handle. So you can get a nice big extension out of that and you can hook all of the things to it. And it just simply turns and locks in place. It's really easy to use. So the dusting, they're in the Enviro wands. We have long ones and mini ones. And we have them both in the fluffy duster mode or the Chanel mode. This one is my favorite for like electronics. It's super soft. It's really easy to get around under your DVD players. Who has those anymore, right? But I still have one. I have to dust it all the time. Not that it gets used, but it gathers a lot of dust. Back of the TV. This is really soft to get all of that dust and it holds a lot. So those are some fun, easy, getting rid of the dust, actually making it gone. It is amazing how you can wipe this and you're like, okay, I just dusted all my ceiling fan blades. I haven't done that for 6 months. This thing's covered in dust. You go outside and you start whacking it, right? And there's a ton of dust that comes out of this thing. You're like, did my ceiling fan really have that much dust on it? It's kind of mind-blowing. It really does hold a lot of dust. So Bethany, to give you an idea, have you gone into an elementary school recently and seen their vents? So I do vendor events, right? And I did one at my kids' elementary school, and their big vents, their air intake vents, were in their gym. And I don't think they've ever been cleaned in the 12 years the school has been there. So I politely stood underneath it with raised up my little Enviro wand and rolled it back and forth across this dusting vent. It was gross. There was rolls of dust stuck to this thing, and I just like knocked them into the garbage can. So we were having the vendor event. It was last week, and they said, "So Jen, we put you under the vents. They need to be cleaned again. Can you get that done?" So I had to clean the vents again. But yeah, they do hold a lot of dust. It's super easy to knock the dust out. Like I said, even with the rubber brush, and you can just go like this and knock it into the garbage can, take it outside and clean it. You do not have to wash this every single time you dust. This has got backluck in it as well, the dusting mitt too. And so they're not going to harbor bacteria. Okay. So I usually don't wash my dusting mitt, I don't know, like every 2 or 3 months, even though we do dust a lot. Because you just don't have to wash it. It's just not dirty. But I get it whenever I get it wet, then I will wash it. Now, another trick when you're using the dusting mitt, throw your dusting mitt on. You can use both sides at the same time. So you can literally do the tops and bottom of the blinds at the same time. I get the thumb wet. So if I come across the spot where the rain came in and there's mud or whatever, I got a wet spot that I can usually ease to get rid of that kind of stuff off of when I'm using my dusting mitt. The sticky stuff that the kids' fingers on the piano and stuff. All right. So that was dust. Okay, everybody's got dust written down? All right. I got asked some questions about clutter and space. Now, there's not a lot the Norwex can do for clutter, but as a mom of 5 boys that enjoy having a lot of things, I have found myself a very good clutter organizer. So I'm going to share a couple tips with you to help with clutter. First one is having a 1-minute reset rule. So if you walk past something, if it's going to take less than a minute to do it. You don't have a choice. It's going to take you less than a minute to clean that, wipe that counter down. You're going to grab your counter cloth, wipe the counter down, move on with life. If you're headed upstairs, we have a drop box on our stairs. So the 3rd stair up, if there's something that needs to go upstairs, it gets dropped in that drop box. If you're going upstairs, you're going to grab the box and you're going to go put it away, because you also have the 1-touch rule. And the 1-touch rule is that you just touch it once. So you grab it out of the box and it goes where it belongs. You don't get to take the box up the stairs and leave it at the top of the stairs. You have to put the thing away. Vertical space, walls. Like, I will tell you guys, I got stuff hanging on my walls all over the place. Sides of my counters, I went and bought some, I don't know if it's a coat rack or it was a key rack, but they're nice and long. And that's where I hang all of my Norwex, right on the side of my cabinetry. And you don't even notice it. Like, you put it on there and it's hanging there and you just don't even notice it. That's an ideal amount of space. My counter cloths, I hang them. They're hanging on the side of my fridge next to the toaster, so they're not on the counter space. One of the biggest things that helps a room feel clean is to have your space, your countertop spaces clear. So the less stuff you have on the counters, the cleaner and the more open your room is going to feel. So go up with your things, hang them on the sides, use that wall space. That will help too. Another thing, and I think this is a really important one this time of year, with my family, we do a 1 in, 1 out. So if we get something new, we take away something old and we donate it, we throw it away, whatever, state that it is in, but there's always an exchange. It's not just we're going to continue to build and accumulate. You guys got 5 new toys for Christmas. What 5 toys are we going to donate to somebody that you haven't been playing with this year? So that's a good one. And then we color coordinate our cleaning things. So my Forever bottles that I dilute my cleaners in, they have a matching little basket that has their cloths appropriate for the room they're going to clean. So the kids like, okay, I'm grabbing the blue for the bathrooms. They grab the blue basket. It's got everything they need for the bathrooms and it's color coordinated. So they don't have to worry about, oh, where do I find this stuff? It's like, I grab the blue basket. It's got all the things in it. So you can kind of color coordinate your cleaning supplies. That makes things really easy too. And then one of my favorite ones is having a container, a drop it place, right? So when everybody comes in and they've all got their keys and their sunglasses and all the things, we've got a little bowl right there on the counter, and it's like, okay, drop all your stuff here. It has a home. It's not all over. We don't have to deal with the lost keys all the time. Just this is the drop zone. The mail goes in there, the keys go in there, all the things go in there, and it just makes it really easy. And then getting rid of the disposable things. All of those disposable things, the mop pads, the disinfecting wipes, all of those things that it's like, oh, you once and done thing, the paper towels, they take a huge amount of space and you're always having to replace them. Switching to something that is renewable, washable, reusable, is going to save a lot of space and just a lot of headache of all the things. And then our last one, we do a 10-minute cleanup before we go to bed. We have an alarm on the phones. When the alarm goes off, everybody has to run and clean for 10 minutes. Sometimes we everybody tackles a room, or we go, okay, everybody's going to go for 10 things and see who can pick up 10 things the first. And so we just kind of do like a room nightly house refresh so that when we get up in the morning, the house feels clean and it's just more inviting and easier to sleep. So those are some clutter ideas for you. And if you're really in a pinch, a laundry basket, and you can throw everything in the laundry basket and throw the laundry basket in the back of your car. Life is good. We'd do that a lot when I was trying to sell the house. We lived in far west down in Utah, and my husband was up here in Idaho because he had already started his job. So I had the 5 kids, and we had an acre yard and a 3,600 square foot house that I was trying to keep pristine. And my oldest was, 11. And it was crazy. And that was my go-to was, okay, the realtor calls, hey, we're coming over. I'm like, great. Take a laundry basket, have everybody grab all the stuff. We throw it in the laundry basket, threw it in the back of the car and drove away. So that was fun. All right. And then by ways of space, I'm very, very serious that you can, where did my picture go? Replace so many things with Norwex. It can really save a lot of space because you can get rid of all of these things and replace them with literally the cloth and water and maybe a sponge, depending on what room you're cleaning. Very, very easy, very, very simple, and it doesn't have to take a lot of space. Under my kitchen sink is awesome now. All right, so that's clutter and space. All right, let's talk about carpet stains. Now, there's 2 kinds of carpet stains. There's kid carpet stains and there's pet carpet stains, right? Okay. Some are worse than others. When you got a dog that's losing their bowels on the carpet, that is not fun to clean. But when you got a kid that pukes and it always seems to be milk, you got the same problem, right? So Norwex actually has 2 amazing carpet stain removers. They're both concentrates. So this is like the whole thing, right? You take the Forever bottle, you dump it in, you fill it up with water, you shake it, you're good to go. Now, both of these are enzyme based. So this one will actually make 3. This is the pet one, the pet stain and odor remover. I like them both, but best bang for your buck, get the pet one. The pet one is actually designed to get rid of the odor of coyote urine. Most of us haven't smelled coyote urine, but it is one of the most potent of the animals kind of urine. So this makes 3 bottles, and this will tackle all the human messes too, and the pet messes. So if you've got pets in your home, this is designed for the pet messes. It'll neutralize the smells and the urine and stuff. But you know what? If you got little kids, those are kind of stains that you get too. They have accidents, they pee on the carpet, they puke on the carpet. It's all bodily functions, right? So I really love the pet stain and odor remover. And this is designed, you can put it in your carpet cleaner. So if you've got a carpet cleaner, I'd like to use my laundry detergent as the soap. I throw in a tablespoon of my laundry detergent. I will put in 2, if I'm cleaning a big spill or nasty thing, I'll put in 2 capfuls of the pet stain remover, put that in there, and then clean the carpets. and you will be amazed at how clean they are. They're not crunchy afterwards. They don't smell. You can pre-treat. So you can have your stain remover, you mix it up in here, spray it, pre-treat it. They're enzyme-based. They're plant-based enzymes. Those enzymes go to work. They just start destroying that stain, and then you can come by with your carpet cleaner and pull it off. If you're not using a carpet cleaner, you come by with your EnviroCloth, you dab, 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 dab. It's going to eventually pull it out of the carpet. But the cool thing about those enzymes is they're going to continue to work. And so you will notice that even over time, if you don't pull the stain, all of the stain up initially, it will continue to work because those enzymes are going to continue to feed until they run out of food. So they're going to keep tackling that stain until they starve to death, right? So this is my favorite for carpet stains, is the pet odor and stain remover. So easy to use. All right. And it'll tackle, like, I know this one will tackle red wine and coffee. We did a demonstration with that one, but I'm pretty sure the pet one will too. I don't drink wine or coffee, so I don't have those in my house to test it on. All right, let's talk toilets. Lots of you guys said toilets are an issue. So let me tell you, I got a couple favorite things for toilets. My first favorite thing for toilets is sandpaper, because sandpaper can get in all of the nooks and crannies and take out the rings, take out the smell, and you don't have to use any kind of thing with it. So I use 220 weight sandpaper. You can get wet or dry, but you're just going to get it wet and then scrub anywhere inside your toilet, anywhere that's porcelain. So if you've got a painted toilet seat, don't scrub the toilet seat with this because it will take off the paint. But anywhere inside the toilet, it's not going to hurt it. It's actually safer for your toilet than pumice stones, which are really rough and very harsh. You're not going to get that same burning smell with the sandpaper. Just get it wet and scrub it, and you can get all of the lines out, all of those black lines and mineral deposits, the circles that get in your toilet. Super easy to clean with sandpaper. Now, if you're not somebody who loves to stick their hand in the toilet, I get it. My husband won't do that. He uses the toilet brush. This toilet brush is awesome because it has scrubby bristles and it's got silicone bristles. So the scrubby bristles are going to clean. The silicone bristles shine. So it's pretty cool. You can get the toilet clean and make it super shiny all at the same time. Now, this toilet brush automatically dispenses your bathroom cleaner. So this comes off. You dump your bathroom cleaner right in there. So Norwex's bathroom cleaner is a super concentrated. I use like 2 squirts to clean the whole toilet. You don't have to have a whole ring of it around. You just whip, whip, and then scrub, scrub, scrub. The entire toilet brush, the bristles, and the container all have that backlock in there. So they're not going to get nasty and gross either. They're not going to smell because they're not going to harbor that bacteria. So this is my hubby's favorite. My personal favorite is the sandpaper. I find it's faster too. And then being able to keep your toilets clean. So this,
Jen?
Yeah.
I still have 3 people trying to get in that I have not been able to help get in.
Oh, okay.
Is there somewhere I can go or something else I can do to try? They've said they've tried my link, your link, and then gone to Zoom and just typed in everything.
Really?
And they're for surely doing a capital P.
Did you just send them code party?
Yeah,
No.
the password is party.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, code party.
Said code party, and I thought they went together. So that's what confused me the first time.
Okay, so do like the password : party, capital P.
Okay, I'll say that. Thanks.
Okay.
Sorry, it confused me for you.
I guess I wasn't the only one.
Okay. Shoot, I'm so sorry. I feel terrible. I really feel
Can I
bad.
ask you a
Like,
question, we're already unmuted. Is clutter and space together, and is toilet one of the words I should have written down?
Yeah, clutter and space was together, and toilet is a word. Yes.
Thank you. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure.
You're all good. It's all good. So this is a magnet ball. This is one of those cool tools that you just drop it in your toilet tank and let it do its thing. As it sits in the water, it is going to absorb the minerals that are in your water. The minerals is what causes the black lines to come down from the tank. It's the biggest cause of the rings forming in your toilet is minerals in your water. So even if you have soft water, the salt that is used to soften it has a bunch of minerals in it. And so this will kind of pull those minerals out. So it helps to keep your toilet cleaner longer. And when you do go to clean it, it's easier to clean. So this is one of those just a easy, drop it and forget about it. I pull mine out like every 6 months and just clean it with a toothbrush. And we do have soft water, so there's not a lot that builds up in my thing. But sometimes I can get more than others. And you can even put it in your dishwasher. So you can put it down in the bottom rack of your dishwasher, put it on one of the things, and the water runs through it. And it's going to do the same thing and pull the stuff out of your dishwasher water. And it makes your dishes more shiny and stuff too. So that is another tip for your toilets. All right. So kind of hanging out in the bathroom, let's talk about hard water. All right, I got two things for hard water for you. One, I already told you about, cleaning paste, right? The cleaning paste paired with the Sperry sponge. This is a scratch-free sponge made with silver, right? So it's not going to harbor bacteria. A regular sponge can have 45 billion bacteria after just one use. This sponge is not going to have that kind of problem, right? Rinse it, wring it out, let it dry. It's good to go. So you can use the cleaning paste and the Sperry sponge to tackle most hard water, okay? If it's been building up for a long time, you're going to want to pull out the big guns. This is the big guns. This is the descaler. I don't know how many of you guys have ever used CLR. Have you ever used CLR in your lives?
Mm-hmm.
If you have not, your lungs thank you, and please don't ever try. It's very bad for you. Back in the day, before I knew better, we would use CLR, and you literally like spray it on, and then you'd have to run out of the room and breathe. Then hyperventilate yourself so you could make it in there, scrub, 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 run back out again, breathe again. By the time you were done, your lungs were heaving, your eyeballs were burning, your fingers felt like you had rubbed them over sandpaper. Not a pretty thing. And most of the time, the hard water wasn't gone. This is, again, a plant-based enzymes. Spray them on, walk away. You can breathe the whole time. It's not a big deal. Just when I clean the bathrooms, I go in, I spray my descaler, I clean everything else in my bathroom, I come back to the shower. If it was really bad buildup, I'll grab my Sperry sponge and my cleaning paste, get my Sperry sponge wet, rub it in my cleaning paste, and I will scrub off the descaler. If it wasn't bad, I can wipe it off with my EnviroCloth. It's that easy. Like the enzymes do all the work. They break everything up. They cover everything in surfactants, so it's easy to wipe away. It's awesome. Kayleen, yes, you can use a magnet ball in your washing machine as long as it is a top loader. If it is a top loader, you can use it. If it is a front loader, you can't because it is magnetic and it will stick to your machine. So top loaders, yes, you can use a magnet ball in them. And it kind of naturally softens your water too, so you have to use less detergent if you've got one in your washing machine. All right, any questions on hard water? All right, ooh, let's talk about pets. All right, so I got specifically asked about cats. We talked about the pet stain remover. That is great. When my brother and sister-in-law moved, their clutter idea is to move every 4 years. They're like, we de-junk every time we move, so they move every 4 years. When we moved their bed last time, we found that was where their cat liked to puke up hairballs. And underneath their bed was covered with nasty puked up hairballs. It was terribly disgusting. So the pet stain and odor remover cleaned the carpets like nobody's business, and it was great. The pet hair, on the other hand, whether it's cats or dogs or other kind of pets, the rubber brush is fantastic at removing pet hair. So I had a dog. I just lost her almost a year ago. But she shed like hair was going out of style. Oh my gosh, this dog was like, I'm like, how do you still have hair? She was losing hair all the time. But you can use the rubber brush. We also have a rubber broom. You know, hook it onto the mop handle. And our dustpan. I have a dustpan around here. The dustpan has got a bigger rubber brush on it, and this grabs all the pet hair off of your furniture. If you've got one of those cat scratch trees, you can clean this hair off of the scratch tree. In your cars, clean it off your car seats. It's amazing how easy this is. And then literally it just rinses out. So easy to clean. So the rubber brush is great for the pet hair. And I've heard that we're getting some stuff for cats, but right now we have got a dog 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner, which actually made my dog quit losing all her hair, which was awesome. Super safe, pH balance for dogs. And we have a dog deodorizer spray. It's like dry shampoo for a dog. So like, I don't have time to bathe you, but you kind of smell. Spritz two or three spritzes, and the smells and odors are gone, and they feel great, and they love it. And then we have a pet mitt. So this is kind of like a dust mitt, but for your pet. You can rub them down with it dry or with it wet. Give them like a hand bath. They love the feel of it. It feels really great, and it's super easy on like their faces. My dog would let me wipe her face with this. She would get her in the shower, and she's like, "Don't get my face wet," but she would let me like all over her face with this thing. So we have the pet mitt as well, and a pet towel. The pet towel is super great. It's got pockets so you can hold your hands in and hold on to that pet so they can't get away from you while you're drying them off. So we got some fun pet stuff. And pets, it's important to note that we all have a body burden, right? Our skin is our body's largest organ. It takes 26 seconds to touch something to have it absorbed all over our body and every organ in our body. Pets have the same thing. But their bodies, their livers are a lot smaller than ours. And so if we're using chemicals on our floor, we're using chemicals in our laundry detergent, they're laying in the beds, they're walking on the floors, they're licking their paws, they are ingesting and their bodies are absorbing all kinds of chemicals. And, it doesn't surprise me that the amount of pets that die from cancer is so high because they are so bombarded with chemicals. So whatever we can do to release lower their body burden, the better they're gonna be. When we mop our floors, I didn't even show you guys. I talked to you about the carpets, but I didn't talk to you about like your hardwood floors, right? This mop is my favorite mop. I used to have 5 mops, and now I have 5 of these mops, but that's a different story. It takes me a lot less time to mop my floor now. This is the tile mop pad. It's got ridges in there, tackle all the things, but this is twice as big as a Swiffer. A Swiffer is this big. Okay, so this is bigger plus than a Swiffer is. So if you're using a Swiffer, this is going to mop your floor in half the time. And it doesn't have to use any harmful chemicals, just water. And the tallest person in your home and the shortest person in your home can mop without hurting their back, which is a huge bonus, right? Because you can adjust this right where you want it to be. That mop is really the reason that most people want to do parties, because they want to get that mop for free. And when you have a party, you can get all kinds of free spending money to spend on whatever you want. So that is the easiest way to tackle your floors. And if you got pets, it can sweep up all the pet hair too. All right, so pets was on your thing. So next we're going to talk about laundry. So I got asked about laundry stains in particular. I used to be the queen of shout, right? I'd buy it by the gallon and I'd refill my little thing and I'd shout everything. And I would get really frustrated when shout wouldn't work because I didn't realize there was anything better. The Norwex laundry stain remover is, again, plant-based enzymes. It's like a gel. Put it on there, rub it in. I let it sit for 10 minutes and then I rinse it and then throw it in the wash. So the reason that I rinse it after I put the stain remover on, sometimes I don't, but most of the time I do, because I can test. I rinse it out and be like, okay, that stain's almost gone. It's going to come out in the laundry now. Sometimes, like if it's a really big grass stain, I'll rinse it and I can still see some dark spots. I'm like, okay, I'm going to put a little more stain remover on there, let it sit for 10 minutes again, and then I'll throw it in the washing machine. Makes it super, super easy. But because that stain remover works so well and so fast, it only takes a few minutes to be able to rinse it and say, yep, we're good to go. Okay. So I really do love this stain remover. Have you guys ever heard of laundry stripping? Okay, getting some no's and some yeses. Okay, so laundry stripping is where you take your laundry. This is a really great thing to do with socks because you think that they're clean, right? I like to take them, everything, like bras, all the things. I throw it in a warm bathtub with a scoop of the laundry detergent and just let them soak. And after 30 minutes, you're going to come in and go, oh my gosh, I thought that was clean. Nasty. But the materials that we wear, they absorb the body oils, the sweats, and our washing machines our washing machines aren't powerful enough to get everything out. They just can't. Okay. Like even our clothes, our cloths, everything's got to have a spa day. It's got to have the dentist trip, right? We brush our teeth every day, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. But when we go to the dentist gets all kinds of stuff off of our teeth, right? Okay. So same thing happens with our laundry. So you can do laundry stripping with the laundry detergent. You throw it in there, let it soak for 30 minutes, rinse it out, throw it in the wash, and it's going to be really nice and clean. So along with the stain remover, we have got 4 different kinds of laundry detergent. So just depending on what kind of laundry detergent lover you are. So the laundry strips, these were Good Housekeeping's #1 best laundry detergent for travel. My son, who went to Suriname on his mission, he has like the world's most sensitive skin. We actually went 12 years without being able to use any kind of laundry detergent because everything made him break out in eczema. And then I had a Norwex party and I earned some laundry detergent, some of the Ultra Power Plus. And I was like, okay, we'll try it. Because the lady told me, she's like, just try it. It's really good for sensitive skin. Just try it. There's nothing bad in it. There's no phthalates, sulfates, dyes, optical brighteners, whiteners, bleaches, anything nasty in these detergents. It is just what it needs to get your stuff clean. And I actually only use a teaspoon of the Ultra Power Plus with a large load of laundry. I have an HE machine in soft water, but I use a teaspoon of laundry detergent. I get 300 loads out of this little bag. So we tried this on his shirt, and then we tried it on a towel, and he did not react. And I cried because I had laundry detergent I can use again. And in a house of all boys, not being able to use laundry detergent was a big deal. We were having to buy clothes a lot because I couldn't get things clean. So super awesome. Now, Ultra Power Plus is safe for all of your fabrics. Okay, your delicates, everything. There's no enzymes in this. Okay, the Powerzyme is our new detergent. It's taken Ultra Power Plus, added in those enzymes, so it's got even more odor fighting, stain fighting power within the laundry detergent itself. But because of those enzymes, you don't want to use it on wools or silks, okay? Because they're organic fabrics, blah, blah. And it'll eat away at that. Those enzymes will eat away at those organics. So this one's safe for all of them, but this one's good for your polyesters, your nylons, your jeans, all those kind of things. The laundry strips, same thing, going to be safe for all of your things. My son, who went on his mission, because, we had to send him with laundry detergent because he can't use other laundry detergents. He went with 6 packages of this. It was like this big, and it weighed like a pound of his luggage for 2 years worth of laundry detergent. It's fantastic. And then we also have liquid laundry detergent if you're a liquid lover. This is your measurement. I use 1 squirt. I get 230 loads out of this little bottle. If you're looking to save space, that is a space saver right there, right? You don't have to have a great big huge thing from Costco and get more loads out of that little bottle than what you get from Costco. All right. I got a trivia question for you guys, and we're going to go a little faster. Sorry. What is the #1 most toxic thing you bring into your homes? Anybody know?
Toilet bowl cleaner?
That is a really good guess. It is not it. Anybody else?
Didn't you say it was like the Clorox cleaner wipe thingies?
No, they are really bad, but they are not the #1 most toxic. Actually, the most toxic thing that we bring into our homes is dryer sheets.
Ooh.
Dryer sheets have the highest concentration of known harmful chemicals in them. And when you put them in your dryer and they heat, they fuse to your clothes. And again, that 26-second rule, it touches your skin. Within 26 seconds, it's within every organ in your body. And you have got things like ammonium compounds that cause asthma and they cause allergies. You have acetone, which causes dizziness and headaches, which you guys know, right? You walk down the laundry detergent aisle in Walmart and you're in there for 15 seconds and your head's ready to explode, right? And all that stuff's sealed. You shouldn't be able to smell it. Like you shouldn't be able to smell it, but it still kills you. Fragrance, it's got fragrance in it, which fragrance can have up to 4,000 different chemicals. Companies are not required to disclose what they put in their fragrance. And fragrance is the #1 cause of dermatitis and eczema. So if you've got somebody who deals a lot with skin issues, ditch the fragrances in your house. It's going to make a huge difference for them. VOCs, that smell you get in the air when the dryer's running, you're like, oh, the dryer's running, it smells so good, right? Respiratory illness, cancer, asthma, bad stuff. They also have fentanyl alcohol. Well, you get that warm, and guess what it makes? Formaldehyde. And we're wearing formaldehyde. They use that to embalm people. I don't want to be wearing that kind of stuff, right? So dryer balls, guys, easiest way to ditch a huge amount of harmful chemicals in your home. You can see that mine are stained all kinds of funky colors. I put essential oils on them so I can make my clothes smell like whatever I want. So when I'm washing my workout clothes, I'm going to use lemon. When I'm washing the sheets, I'm going to use lavender. And then I still get a nice fresh scent, but it's not a toxic scent. And Norwex's dryer balls are wool all the way through. And so you don't have a core in them. A lot of times the dryer balls will have a plastic core. That is, you're heating it, it's breaking down and putting chemicals in, or they'll have a cardboard core in there, which causes them to break down really easily. This is solid wool all the way through, so they last a super long time. These ones are 7 years old.
Oh.
So, and they just go in my dryer. They live in the dryer, so I don't have to worry about a space for my dryer sheets, right? They're not taking up any space on top of my machines or under my machines because the dryer balls live in the dryer all the time. They never come out. They just, unless I'm doing a party, then they come out for the party. All right, let's see, what is next? That was laundry. All right, let's talk about glasses. We got lots of people wearing glasses. Who wears sunglasses? I wear sunglasses. It's my job. All right. Now, what is the worst thing about wearing glasses? When you go to look at something and you can't see because it's all smudgy like that, right? Not the worst part about glasses. And then you have to grab your shirt, showing everybody your belly. We don't want to do that, right? So we're going to take the optic scarf, and this is going to clean off our lenses, our iPods, our phones. iPods have iPods anymore. I'm going to show you on my tablet here. Let's see if you guys can see. Can you see the fingerprints on there?
The car.
All right, you see those? So you can use your optic scarf for all of your things. Sorry, this one's got a charm on it. It's kind of like making me crazy. Here, can you see I cleaned half of it? Pretty crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to use sprays. You don't need gels. You don't need to lick it. And this has got backlock in it too, so it's not going to harbor bacteria. And then you can just throw it in the washing machine when you need to. I love that they have these little clips on them so I can hang it on my purse. I have one in my car. So I don't wear glasses, so I don't have to carry one around with me all the time, but I have one hanging by my computer so I can clean my computer screen and the tablet and my phone all the time, right? So these are optic scarves, and they're the best thing for glasses. And because you're not using any kind of sprays or licking it or anything, it's actually going to give you a cleaner clean. So it's going to stay cleaner longer because there's not residual to attract the dirt and grime. All right, that one was easy. Okay, now Cheryl told me that you guys, or some of you guys, are into emergency preparedness. And I was like super stoked because I'm the emergency preparedness rep for our ward. It's like my jam. So I grabbed my 72-hour kit for you. And I want to show you what Norwex I have in here. Now, I haven't actually dug into this since we had our thing, so I'm not sure where it's at, but hopefully it's close to the top. Oh, there's some. There's some. Oh, yay, it was all on top. That's good. All right. Okay, so this is what I keep in my 72-hour kit. This is a Chanel hand towel. The reason I have a Chanel hand towel in here, super, super absorbent. You can use it to keep hands clean, right? This is going to remove bacteria from people's hands as they're washing. So even if you don't have soap, you're just going to be able to rinse and dry. This is going to remove bacteria and stuff from your hands. The biggest issue in emergency situations is oftentimes dysentery because people can't get clean, right? So being able to have a place that people can wash their hands and dry their hands. If you got to do some kind of dishes or something, this is super absorbent. You're gonna wring it out, let it dry. That backlock's gonna purify this cloth. I don't have to wash this cloth every time it gets used, right? All right, I also have a kitchen towel. Same kind of thing. Can use it for hands, can use it for dishes. Just good to have something I can use to scrub surfaces with. I have a netted dishcloth. Now, this netted dishcloth looks simple. It is my favorite thing in my kitchen. This thing will clean up flour and glitter and glue and eggs and all the things like a champ. Get it wet, it grabs all the stuff. Cleans bugs off your car. But it makes a strainer. You can use it, you can tie it into a scrubber and you can have a sponge. You can use it. It is big enough to use as a bandage if you need to. This does not, so this one doesn't have backlock in it, but because it doesn't have backlock in it, you can use any kind of soap or anything with it. It's not going to hurt that silver in the cloth, right? So this is a very, very versatile cloth. You can put it over food to keep the bugs off the food. So that's really something that I love to have in my 72-hour kits. And then I also have got a body and face cloth. So this is to keep me clean. Sorry, suddenly got the hiccups. Get this wet with water and I can clean myself off. I'm actually going to show you because I've got one here that's wet. I'm going to take that Sharpie marker again. I'm going to draw myself a little smiley face on my face here. You guys see my smiley? All right, it's good and stuck. Okay, so if you have a wet body and face cloth, so you've got water, and you can take a smiley face Sharpie, or a Sharpie made out of smiley faces, a smiley face made out of Sharpie. Oh my gosh, guys. You'd think I sleep and can like be a coherent person? I don't feel like it lately. Takes it right off. If it'll take off Sharpie, this is going to take off dirt and grime and grit and blood and nastiness, right? And all you need is water. So have a body and face cloth in there. And then this is my bath towel. So the bath towel is made out of the same stuff as the body and face cloth. When we go camping, like literally our family of 7 can take 2 towels and everybody can use the same 2 towels for a whole week. They stay dry in between. We don't have to have a whole heck of a lot of extra stuff. And they don't get smelly and nasty and gross. Okay. So those are what I have in my 72-hour kit and in our bigger kits. These are the Norwex items like don't live without, right? This is, we have an emergency. This is what I want to have handy. I mean, there's other stuff that I have at my house, like the squeegee, the rubber brush, you know, that I want to be able to deal with disasters with. But if I have to bug out, these are the things I'm taking with me. How many of you guys like, I've got the emergency stuff down? Rachel's like, I'm working on it. It's good.
I'm in the military, so I learn things here and there throughout my little visitors that come visit.
Awesome. So you like got to get those body and face cloths. They're the best. So if somebody
Especially
draws
'cause,
a Sharpie on your face when you're asleep, you can clean it off the next morning.
Especially because my job is being buried underground for 24 hours, so
yes.
gross environment.
24 hours.
I'm a missileer, so I'm learning how to launch missiles. So I go underground to launch them.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Well, I am grateful. Thank you for your service. I appreciate all of our military. Very grateful for our military. We have a long line of military in our family too, so that's awesome. So go, Rachel. All right, where are we at? We did emergency prep. Oh, all right, let's talk about, you can't even see, party perks. So Cheryl's having a party. She invited y'all to come and learn. This is fun, right? We're having fun. We got prizes. We're learning new things. Do you know that when you have a party, you can earn free spending money to get anything that you want? And there is no limit to how much free spending money that you can earn. So if you guys want to do a party and earn stuff yourself, because I know sometimes you're like, you know, I really want to get all of these things, but my pocketbook is not going to let me do that. Okay. Having a party is a way that you can allow all of your friends and family they want to get stuff too. And you can benefit from the buying power of many, right? Super, super easy to do parties. We jump on here, you invite friends, we talk, and it's lots of fun. So if you want to do that, let me know. I got prizes. I got bags. I got bags of prizes and goodies for hostesses that get all kinds of fun stuff when they do a party. So let me know if you're interested in that. All right, kitchen. We'll talk about the kitchen really, really quick. I just want to show you like my two favorite things for the kitchen. I already showed you the netted dishcloth. Literally love this thing. The kitchen cloth is probably the most commonly used cloth in my home. We have two different kinds. This is the channel weave and this is the diamond weave. The diamond weave is it's a little bit thicker, so it absorbs more. This one is super easy to shake things out, just like the netted dishcloth. When you use your Enviro cloth to pick up crumbs, like from toast, it can be a little harder to kind of scrub those crumbs out of your cloth. The kitchen cloths are easier to shake out. They don't hold as tightly to things. And the biggest money saver in my kitchen has been the counter cloths. So I love that they live in this little home. I literally have some 3M strips and have it hanging on the side of my fridge so it's not taking counter space. But these are designed to replace your paper towels. So the typical family spends between $300 and $400 a year in paper towels, which is a one and done thing, right? You use it and you chuck it. Counter cloths are something that you can use over and over and over again, even the same spill. Like this will pick up almost a third of a cup of water. It's going to take 6 to 8 paper towels, depending on the brand, to pick up that same spill. And this one, you're just going to wring it out, hang it up, and keep on using it again throughout the day. We have used these for everything from holding popsicles, letting the kids clean the kitchen, wrapping around your hot chocolate mug, all the things. And all we gotta do is throw it in the wash and then stick it back in its little house. Now, Norwex cloths are tested for 500 washes. So if you're washing it once a week, which is what I recommend to do, right? As long as you're letting it hang to dry. That is almost 10 years of life that you're going to get out of all of these cloths. Now, I know people that you're taking care of your cloths, they're going to take care of you. And I know people who have had their cloths for 25 years. I actually have a customer who has had her mops since we originally came out with mops 28 years ago. She is an older lady. She's been retired for 15 years and she mops every single day. And she's like, I love my mop. I will never have to replace my mop. I bought it once and I will never have to replace it. I will have it till I die and I'm willing it to one of my kids. So they will last for you. So you may look at it as like this is an investment, but it's an investment that's going to pay for itself a lot. All right. I got asked about stoves, particularly about glass top stoves and that burnt on crap that happens. Cleaning paste in the Sperry sponge is my favorite for the stoves. You can use it on your stoves. You can use it on your oven. Super easy. Get this guy wet. It's a scratch-free sponge when it's wet. Rub it in your cleaning paste and you can tackle all that burnt on stuff. It will come off. I like to also use, because sometimes like I'm a messy cook and I get the grease that kind of like we cook a lot of bacon in our house. And so we get our cabinets kind of get lined with grease. Sometimes the top of the stove gets covered in grease. So I like the heavy duty degreaser. This again is a dilutable. Okay, it's a concentrate. So I dilute it in my Forever bottle. I spray it down, let it sit for a couple of minutes, and then I will wipe it clean with my Enviro cloth and it'll take that stick that gets on the wood, that gets on the shower, or not the shower, but the stove, and it makes it easy to come off with that degreaser kind of tackling that stuff. But these are my two favorites for the oven and the stove. Super, super easy to clean. If your oven is really bad, we do have a plant-based oven and grill cleaner. This is a lot easier to use than nuking your oven. If you have the self-clean and you got to nuke it for 6 hours and you're afraid your house is going to combust, right? Or using the spray and the easy off spray stuff that you like shut it in there and you're going to die and you got to have all your windows and doors open. You don't have to worry about this. I turn my broiler on for 30 seconds on high, let it warm up just a little bit, spray, 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 shut the door, walk away. 10 minutes later, I come in, scrub everything down with my Sperry sponge and it's done. So much faster and easier to clean with. Those enzymes really do the hard work for you. All right, so that's stoves. All right, our last one is cloth care. So what have I told you over and over and over again? What is the important thing to do with your cloths every day? Who can tell me?
Hang them to dry.
Yay, Rachel got it. Good job. Yes, hang it to dry. Okay, so after you use your cloth, rub it, wring it out, hang it to dry. Okay, long as you're letting this cloth dry, lets that microsilver go to work. Wash it once a week. Throw it in your washing machine. Wash it with a good, clean laundry detergent. Of course, I'm going to recommend Norwex's detergent because it's designed to take care of these cloths. It's also designed to take care of your clothes without any harmful chemicals. But if you've got a favorite that you love, check it out on ewg.org. Go to their website, type in your laundry detergent that you use, see what grade it gets. One that absolutely surprised me was Dreft, right? The one that they say for all of the babies. Use this. This is the best detergent for babies. It gets an F. It gets a failing grade because of all the chemicals in it. It is bad, bad detergent. Norwex's PowerZyme and Ultra Power Plus are both EWG verified, which means they have been through rigorous testing to prove that there is nothing harmful in any of those formulations. So they are safe for you. Safe for you. They're safe for your pets. Just really good. And that's what we use for all of our clothes and everything too. Other thing for your cloths, we talked about that spa day or the dentist trip. These cloths, that fiber's super, super dense and super, super small, right? So we want to make sure that we give it a good spa day. So we have got a microfiber deep cleanser that you can use. I recommend using it at least twice a year. You know, if you're using them heavily like me, I do mine every like 3 months. But throw it in a sink with warm water, put in a cap full of the deep cleaner, let them soak, rub them really good, rinse them under hot water, then throw them in the wash. That deep cleaner just kind of forces those fibers to open and release the dirt and grime that they've been hanging on to. Okay, so it's like your dentist trip for your cloths. All right. You can throw them in the dryer. Do not wash these cloths with towels. Towels make a lot of lint, guys, and I promise you don't want to try to pick lint out of these cloths. It is not a fun thing. But you can wash them with jeans and you can wash them with exercise clothes and all of the other things. Don't wash them with towels. And don't use bleach or fabric softener or dryer sheets. Really simple. Good laundry detergent. Rinsing, hanging to dry, throw it in the wash. Every 6 months, give it a nice deep soak bath. All right, that's it. We're back to the beginning. Has everybody got their square filled out? Anybody missing squares?
I'm missing squares.
Oh, really? All right. It's
I
okay.
don't know how. I'm
All
missing
right.
2.
We got science, windows, cleaning paste, dust, clutter, carpet stains, toilets, hard water, pets, laundry, glasses, emergency, party, kitchen, stoves, and cloth care.
It was party and cloth care. Sorry about
All
that.
right. No, you're good. You're good. I'm all for reviewing. All right. So we are going for bingo. Doesn't matter if it's upside down, backwards, diagonally, 4 in a row. You're going to win. All right. Are we ready? If you can unmute, unmute so I hear you yell bingo because I hate to miss people who yell bingo and they're on mute and I didn't hear them. All right. First one is carpet stains. Cloth care. Pets. Clutter and space.
Space. What's that?
Party perks.
Bingo.
Who got bingo?
Me, Tasha.
Tasha, yay! Congratulations, girl. All right. Writing your name down. Okay, Tasha, you've got my text number. Will you message me your address, please?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Now, that is not the list. Where's the other list? Where? This one. Okay. We're going to do a RSVP prize. So for everybody who RSVP'd, which is all of y'all. All right. Cheryl, you get to give the call out on this. Do we get to pick a winner who's not on, or do we have to pick somebody who's on?
Pick someone that's on.
All right. Sounds good to me. Carrie? Nope, no
Nope.
Carrie. Elise?
That's Elsie.
Elsie.
Elsie. Sorry. I'm sorry, Elsie. All right, Elsie. Yay. Congratulations.
Am I muted? I can't tell.
Nope, you're not.
Nope, you're on.
Okay, so send me your address and I'll send you your prize, okay?
Okay.
Congratulations, guys. All right, so in the messenger chat, you guys have my text message number. You feel free to text me. But we will also have that messenger chat. We will post our thank yous as you guys put your orders in. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out in there. Cheryl is going to post her order link, right? Do you want to post it or do you want me to post it?
Why don't you post it just
Okay.
to make sure it's the right one?
Okay, I will post the order link so you guys have that handy. There are tons of specials happening right now. So actually, if you put your order in today, you can get a free product. It's a dual-sided window cloth and dusting mitt. I absolutely love having one of these in my car. It's really great to keep my car clean. You can get this free if you have an order over $125, but it ends tonight at midnight Central Time. So was that like 11 o'clock Mountain Time? So you can get that free with your order. There are some fun spend and gets, like you can get a dusting mitt for 12 bucks when your order hits a certain amount. You can also get an optic scarf for cheaper when your order hits a certain amount. There was one more thing, I can't remember what it was. They just changed, so I can't remember. But there's also, we have a whole bunch of packages that are up to 50% off. So if you get on there and you type in sale, and you can see all of the great specials that are happening that just released at the beginning of the month. So if you guys have
So
questions.
you follow my link and then type in sell like in the search bar or something?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, because when you click on your link, it's going to take you to the website.
Okay.
And then they can search all over the website, whatever, and they can add stuff to their cart from there, and it's automatically linked to your party.
Okay.
Okay. So thank you guys for jumping on and joining us tonight. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned some new tips and things to make your life easier. And everything is going to help support Cheryl and get her new house that is going to be full and happy and joyful with good cleaning stuff. So thank you guys. Have a wonderful night and message me if you want. Send me your address. And if you have any questions, please let me help you. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. See you guys.
Thanks for
Yes,
coming.
try that sandpaper, Bethany. It's pretty awesome.
I'm gonna have to. Thank you.
You're
Bye,
welcome.
Cheryl.